News in the city of Harvey. The interim chief of police, Travis Carlson, 3 other Harvey officers and 1 office assistant all chose to resign from the force on June 30th.
It's a lot for a small city. Carlson says the resignations took place because of a lack of oversight, dismissal of what they say are valid cases, and bullying of the force by the past city judge, now mayor, Dean Clear. He was just elected mayor last month.
There are currently just 2 officers, 1 city officer and 1 county officer handling all police activity in Harvey. The former chief says he and his fellow officers may be willing to come back if there's a change in leadership. The mayor is not commenting.